Hello and welcome to Blockchain Fundamental Series. In this lecture, we will be covering private key cryptography. So let's start with some diagram here. So we will see here how the plain text is converted to ciphertext using the encryption, and again it will be converted back to plain text using the decryption. So here we will write some plain text. In this box, we'll write the process called encryption. Again, here it will be converted to ciphertext. Then again, this ciphertext will be decrypted to the plain text. So in this process, there will be one key used that is called the private key. So here we'll mark the private key. So here is our private key. Same thing will be here also. Alright, so this is our diagram. It shows how a plain text is encrypted to the ciphertext using the private key, and again it is decrypted back to the plain text using the private key. So it has been utilized principally to give privacy. In secret key cryptography, also called symmetric key cryptography, one key is utilized to perform both the encryption and decryption. So if you see here, we have single private key which is used for both encryption purpose, and the same private key is used for the decryption purpose. As the name suggests, secret key cryptography depends on the two parties keeping the key secret. On the off chance that this key is compromised, the security offered by the encryption process is disposed of. Let us take an example where two people, Alice and Bob, wish to transfer over the internet. So we will cover here one more example down. Let's say this person is Alice and this person is Bob. Now, here we'll write Alice and this person is Bob. And they both want to transact. So both will be having the public key and a private key. So right here it's a public key and Alice will also be having the private key. In the same way, Bob will also be having the public key, and again it will also be having the private key. Now, using the public key and private key both combined, then it will create a digital signature. So here we'll mark this combination. So it will combine key. So the same process will be followed here also. So alright, so here two persons, Alice and Bob, want to transact and both having the public key and the private key. So here the principal motivation behind this segment of blockchain innovation is to make a secure digital identity reference. Identity depends on ownership of a blend of private and public cryptographic keys. The mix of these keys, public keys and private keys, can create an extremely useful digital signature. Thus, this digital signature gives solid control of ownership. However, solid control of ownership is not sufficient enough to secure digital relationship. While authentication is explained, it must be joined with a method for endorsing transactions and permissions. So here, apart from the digital signature, we also need some kind of endorsing transactions and permissions. So for blockchains, this start with a distributed peer-to-peer network. So in the upcoming lecture, we'll see what basically peer-to-peer network is. So if you want to know more about the blockchain, or if you want to learn the advanced concept of the blockchain, please refer the Udemy URL given in the description section below. If you found this video interesting, consider getting subscribed. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.